Lines of data breaking through the noise. AI's
Hey everyone, welcome back to Learn with Samlytics. If you're watching this, you are either just starting your coding journey or you want to set up your tool in the right way for 2026. That means AI ready from day one. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through installing everything you need just to ensure that from your concept, you can start production ready application development even on your local system. Now, today we'll be installing VS Code, which is mainly your code editor, your Git for tracking your code changes and all the updates you're doing on your system. Then your GitHub for storing your code online. That's online storage so that you can easily pull and push into the online environment. Then we'll be installing Node.js, which is a foundation your Claude Code need to run. And also, Git is using both Node.js and Git. So both will be installed. And last but not the least, we'll be installing Claude Code. And it's nothing but an AI code assistant right within your VS Code. And because we've installed Git and GitHub, we'll also be using GitHub Copilot also within your VS Code. And why are we using two AI? One, your Cloud Code is a paid one, so you need to make you have at least pro version in order to use Cloud Code in your VS Code. But your Git Copilot, that one is you can once you set up your GitHub, you have access to it directly and you can query it. So for heavy tasks, conceptualization, building at the first round, I would recommend start with Cloud Code. But if it's just to add additional functionality, you can be using GitHub in it. And also from experience, I noticed Cloud Code, when your coding is getting interesting, you can go out of credit because of your subscription if your subscription is limited. So you can switch to GitHub Copilot. So GitHub, yes, Copilot, just to do some minor tweaks to your application while the your Cloud Code environment get refreshed. I think 3 hours, 2 hours sometimes. So you just need those both environments to ensure that you are always working and you have something pouring your thoughts into and you're able to work with your code. And at the end, we are going to build a simple app together, a simple HTML app using your Claude so you can actually see and feel what coding with AI looks like. So let's get into it. See you on my screen. Thank you. Hello, viewers. Welcome back to Learn with Samlytics. Thank you for taking our time to visit us today. And we hope that today what you'll be learning from us will be able to increase your capacity in terms of use of AI tools in 2026. And in these sessions, we'll be discussing about the major tools that need to be installed on your system to be able to optimize your performance in the use of AI in 2026. This environment is quite new, so I've not done any major installation on it. So if you're a new person in the area of AI and you're a developer and you like to set up your environment, today's session is specifically designed for you. All right. So the first thing we have to set up in our environment is to get your VS Code. And in this session, I will be setting up your VS Code, your Git, your GitHub, your Node.js, and your Claude Code. So those are the tools we'll be installing. And with these tools, you are ready for developing AI product, developing solutions from your thought. So you can move from your thought to a workable solution. So that's what we'll be doing today. So, and the expectation is at the end, we are going to build a simple app together using Claude so you can actually feel what coding with AI looks like. So let's get into it. So first, I'll be bringing up my browser. So here you can see I'm already on Claude, but here the first thing you need to install is your VS Code. And for you to install VS Code, you need to go to code code.visualstudio.com. So that is your developer environment. That's your IDE environment. So is asking for optional cookies. You can just you can reject it. It's not a must. So just say download for Windows. This is very key because this is the IDE integrated development environment that you'll be using for your development. So then you can see the download is completed. So just double click and you start your installation. Just say accept, just say next, and next. Aha. So then is asking you that create a desktop icon. This is very important. So add to path, very important, and add to open with code. Yes, if you don't have this, you won't be able to see it as part of your option. Although it's something you can always come back to set up, but it's just good for you to add it at the point of installation. So you won't be looking for it, especially for the part. If it's not added to your part, you might not be able to, when you're using it, sometimes it will be asking this thing is not in the part, so it can use it. So just tick these 4 options during your installation, then you're set up. Then let's just go to next, then click install. So once it install, this one is doing the installation. So I think the next thing we want to do is to install Git. So while this is installing by the side, so let's just go to another website. So all the link to the websites are in the comment below. So you can just go to the links one by one and download them. So this Git, what we are installing now is Git, and you might have heard of GitHub and all those things. Yes. So, but even your Claude Code will not work without Git. So, is you can see your Visual Studio installation is completed. Just say finish. Is asking you to choose your operating system. Well, so for now, I can just hold on this. So it's asking you, do you want to continue with GitHub? Do you want to continue with Google? So we'll come back and set that up later. So let me just minimize this. You can see this is the icon. So we can always, so for this Git, like I mentioned, we are using the Windows environment. So everything we are doing is within my Windows environment. So just go to Windows, click here to download. So we are installing Git now. So your Git download is completed. So just select this. You start the installation. Just scroll down. Funny things that majority of us don't read. But yes, if you have the time, it's good. You just go through it so you understand terms and conditions for your installation, and just say next. So it's telling you where it will be storing this Git file, this Git application. So that's your program file / Git. Yeah. So then on this, just so that's your installer. So just leave everything as is. Don't add to something. You don't need to add it to desktop. So git check daily git. No, you don't need it. Add to bash. You don't need that. So just say next, and you will see your git. Then say next. Use VM something. And just say next. I think it's fine. Override almost every, let's git decide. Yes. To know maybe it's going to main branch or something. So let git decide all those things. So it's telling you git from command line, also third party software. So this one is telling you is recommended. And so option had only some minimal git wrapper to your path to avoid cluttering your environment with optional Unix too. So this one is a good one. So just click next. Use bundle OpenSSH. Yes, I think that's fine. Just say next. Use native Windows Server channel library. Yep. So just say next. Check out Windows style, commit Unix style, line ends, and all those things. So just say next. and main TTY, all those things, just a nest, password or merge, just a nest. So all the other things, we're just clicking nest, nest, nest. So yes. And the beauty is anything that you might need in future, you can always come back and add it to it in one way or the other, maybe through the terminal. So we are installing our Git. So while we are installing our Git, is also a good thing to go and sign up. So your Git is done. Is asking you, do you want to view release note? I don't need this, just a finish. So yes. So, and for you to confirm that your Git is installed, you can go to terminal. So just say cmd. So your command prompt. And what you're doing here is just you are checking for the Git version that exists on this laptop. Version. Just click enter. Yes. So once you have this, it's telling you version 2.5, 3.0, Windows.3. So it means your Git has been successfully installed. Yippee. Yes. And like I mentioned, your Git is a requirement for if you're using Git, co-work from Git, or you're using Claude Code. Very important that you have your Git installed. And for your code too, you'll be pushing, you want to push to GitHub and all those things. It's Git that is doing the function at the back end. Yes, so now that is settled. The next thing you do is go to github.com. I will just use this page, github.com. And the main thing you're doing here is you're signing up. So you're signing up. And when you sign up here, it means you can use GitHub Copilot on your VS Code. So we'll still come and see that how to use. So you can see here, continue with GitHub. So once we set up the GitHub, I can sign in with my GitHub here. Then the setup will be completed. So to sign up, I'll just put my email. So samlyticsai at gmail.com. Samlyticsai. So I just sign up. So we are creating okay, so let me just use my password. Okay, so my okay, so it's it wants me to increase it. So I'm increasing. All right, so I've increased it. So my username would just be samlyticsai. So that's what I want to be seeing. Receive occasional. So just a create account. So it's creating free accounts. I can save this to my, so I can just say to my Google stuff. Yes, because this is strictly for my AI activities. So let me just go to my email. So this is my GitHub stuff. You can see the code, just copy the code. And it's strictly for me. So it's not, I'm not opening anything. So just sign in. Voila. Then the GitHub setup is completed and you have all these quick tutorials to go through. And yes, so you can know how to create projects. If you want to start with Copilot chat and all those things, you can see very simple to set up. And all those things in your free time, at least you know how to create repository, do all those things. But overall, I think that is it for setting up your GitHub. So I can go to home. I think I should see my, maybe still doing my setup. Yes, you can see my usernames, Analytics AI, and all those things, my repositories and all those things. Yes. So I think that's that. Then the next thing is, because I said we'll be using Claude Code for some of the programming at the back end, that's agentic programming on VS Code. We need Node a solution, a software called Node.js. So that Node.js will help us to run our application so that it can help us to render things. Let me put it that way. So, and another thing is recommended for majority of users. Almost all applications, majority. Let me just say majority, and it's quite easy to use, especially if you're coding with Copilot or Claude Code. And to install, all you have to do is to go to nodejs.org. So if you go to nodejs.org, and you can see everything is just set up. So just say get Node.js and select window installer MSI. So window installer MSI, your node is completed. So it's installing, just select next, accept terms and license agreement. Next, let's say add to path very key. I hope it's ticked. So it will add it to path directly. So this path aspect very important. So um okay. So all defaults are very okay. So just say yes. Hopefully it will ask me to restart my system. So just say finish. Now we need to confirm the node that is working. So I'll just say node dash dash version. Going back to my terminal. If we have something, okay. All right. So this is not showing. So there is a probability that, but let me confirm something. I say node. I'm using PowerShell. Let me see if PowerShell will see something. Oh, okay. So use PowerShell to verify this. But also I don't know why this, but let's try again. Maybe I didn't, because my terminal command prompt through. Well, it's not saying it. So I've noticed that thing. I don't know why. Sometimes PowerShell will say something and your terminal will not see it. So it means, uh, so if PowerShell is saying this, I can see npm version also. Okay. So this npm disable for the system. Yes. So very important. You need to ensure that this one works. So you will be performing an additional task in order to what's it called, to activate this. So yes. So the next thing is, how do we clear this error? How do we clear this error? And I will resolve this error using 2026 developer expectation. So you are not expected to see this error now and be looking for solution elsewhere. Just come to your laptop, do a snipe, and on my system, I'll be using this Copilot. So nothing far from this. And I know the thing is around the security, maybe changing something, and just a single line code in your VS Code. So say I just installed node.js and I have this error checking the npm version. So I can just say a single PowerShell command to fix this. Fix this. You can see. So I'm using Copilot on my laptop. Yes, you can see. I said it's around your policy scope and all those things. So just copy this. It's telling you remote signed and all those things. Okay, because I'm signing in remotely. So I think that's why it's complaining about that. And all I have to do is to go back to my PowerShell. Where is it? So I'll go back to my PowerShell. So it's telling me I'm not authorized. So I can just paste this. So set execution policy, scope, current user. It means I should be able to execute this. And yes, remote signed. So once I have this, then I'll try the npm version again. I should have something. Voila. Yes, so with this, it means I'm good. So you're saying how just with being able to um, explain or describe the situation I want to resolve, I'm able to resolve it using the Copilot on my um, server. Yes, so then the last but not the least is to go into VS Code and what's it called? Use the Claude Code extension. Yes, we need to go to use the Claude Code, install the Claude Code extension. But before you can even use the Claude Code, is always you can use the Claude Code either through your Pro subscription. So I will just come here. So you can do it either through your Pro subscription or so if I go to claudecode.ai. Okay. So yes, so it's either I do it through my uh, Pro subscription. So free, I don't think I'll be able to write code with it. So you need a Claude Code, a Pro subscription to be able to use your Claude Code, right? But I will just show you how to set up your Claude account. And yes, you can use Claude Co-work on this Pro license. I think it's just like £18. So, but converting with tax and all those things is £16. But it's built $17. So, and all you have to do is you can do continue with Google, or you just type your email. And let me just say continue with Google. So it will ask which email are you using. Say I'm using Samlytics AI. I just say continue, and with this, they will be sending me a code. I think I will just say agree. I don't want email promotional email. I will just put a date 05 06 19. So he's asking me. So the main thing is he's asking for verification number, and I don't want to put my verification. So just sign up, and you will be expected to use your how will I put it? Your Claude Pro account to activate the Claude Code within your VS Code. But let's hold on that. Let me just go here. Since we have GitHub set up and I have a Claude Pro account already, so I'll be using the account here. So I'll just use this. I'll just say you should always use my stuff. So it's telling me my VS Code wants to connect to my GitHub environment. I'll just say continue. I will have access to repository and all those things. I'll just say authorize Visual Studio Code. And yes, I think that's it. So it's taking me back to Visual Studio Code. So it's telling me, do I want to supercharge my editor, do all those things? I want to install container, remote SSH, and I'll just say continue because so meet your agentic coding partner. So I can say, because all these things that we have now, you can always set it up later. So that I know Python, I will still install it. I will still do maybe a separate recording on installing an Anaconda so that you can use on your laptop and all those things. So I don't want, so I'll just say continue with time. Yes. So this is as plain as anything. And instantly you can see we have chat. So if I come here, this chat is coming from GitHub. So you can see it's my, so you can say hi. If I say I am expecting, so I can say use AI features. Can you see? So this GitHub Copilot you can see. So instantly this one is out of the box. Is out of the box. But what we need is Claude Code extension. So I'll come here, go to my extensions, and I will just look for Claude Code. Claude Code for VS. So this is what I'm looking for. So you can see this one is from Anthropic. Very important. You can see all these ones are unofficial, warm, comfortable, or this thing. No. So just select this one. It's from Anthropic and is verified. Over 10 million downloads. Yes, very important. It's good to always read this thing so you know how you can benefit from it. VS Code 1.98 or higher. That's the requirement. So you can see all the features. Then just click install. So you can say trust publisher and install. So it's installing. I'm expecting. Can you see? So want to do private network access. So just say allow. So your AI coding partner. So open Claude Code. Click the orange icon. So it's telling you, have you? So this is the orange icon. It's asking you. So this is the steps to get started. Then you chat with it. Then your past conversations, just say mark as done. So this is the orange icon. So he's asking for your Claude subscription. You understand? Here. So this orange icon requires you to sign in. So let me just sign in with my personal Claude subscription. So I just say okay. Okay, so he's asking me to, so I'll just say use different email because I have my own personal. So mm, okay, so I just say so that's my own personal email. So they have sent me a verification code, so I'll just look out for that. I just input the so that's the beautiful thing. You don't have to be because I signed it with Google. So I just put the verification code 160010. So I just say verify email address. And you see, so it's back to me. So I can just, oh, okay. So you copy this. I'll bring it back here. Then hopefully, since I've already signed in with my personal account, it will, yes. So I will use that code. So that's the code is expecting. So Claude Code would like to connect to your Claude Chat account. So I'll just say authorize. Then you can see the authorization is expecting. So not the one I pasted, I put previously. That's why it's not working. So that's my authorization. Yes, and continue. Now my Claude Code environment is up and running. So with that authorization, Yes, I think I'm good to go. I can just say hi. And with hi, the guy is expected to come. So now what this simply means is that I have two. So you can see both of them, Copilot and Cloud Code, they are both available within my environment. Now, and with this, we are fully set up for as a 2026 developer. So very funny because we are using um, um, Code Assistor. Yes, so two Code Assistors and either Cloud Code or Copilot. GitHub Copilot. So the first thing we want to do is let's come back here on our screen here. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a folder. So let's go to your file and select new folder. So let's come back here to your PC. So let's just go to our document. Okay. So let me just go to my desktop. So let me right click and create a new folder. So in this folder, let me call it my first AI app. So that's my folder. Remember where you're storing the folder? It's on my desktop. So what I'll just do is to come here, open folder, go to my desktop, my first AI app. So just open it. And yes, so I think you have it. Just select the folder. Yes, I trust the author. Okay. So I think that's done. Then also just open your terminal, just select new terminal. So you have it opened because this is where you'll be typing most of the commands and all those things. So you can see, so the next step is creating your project folder. And that's what we've done now. So created on our desktop and we connected it to our VS Code. So the next thing is how do we build a simple app with our Claude Code. So let me move this a little bit. Yes, you can see here there is um, GitHub Copilot and Claude Code. So it's still the same thing as the one we have here. But if you don't open this, please, you might not know that this guy exists here. So preferred terminal experience, switch settings, and all those things. So we're using Claude Code to do this because it will just build things as an agent and design everything. So what we are going to do is this icon is what you are looking for. Is actually a Spark icon. So if you don't see it here, you will see Claude Code. So I will just copy this. So we are giving it an instruction to create a to-do list application. Create a simple to-do list app using plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. If you let me add task, mark them as done and delete them. Keep it in single file and call it index HTML. So another thing I always do is to ask it that show me the step by step process and work and let's implement together. Yes. So what this will help Cloud Code to do is first, it will think about the application and show me all the steps. So once it shows me all the steps, I can just will be implementing it one after the other. So and what this will do is to ensure that the application is built properly. And because we are implementing step by step, it gives it a good context window to think. So that's why this is very important. This is very important. So when you're designing, when you're building things, don't just throw one statement and ask it build everything. Fine. Sometimes it will build, but you will see yourself coming back to it again. So if you tell it, show me the step by step process, and from that step by step process, be able to take things up. Very key, very important. So if I come here, I'll just say send this. So it's envisioning, it's thinking. So it's checking my work directory. You can see. Um, okay, can you see? So instantly the guy started programming. You can see. So I always tell people English is the new programming language. So as far as you can express yourself, fine, you should be able to have something. And yes, this is like vibe coding, or in this case, you're doing it locally on your system. And maybe in future, we'll be seeing how to host it online, how to host it on your personal server and expose it to the public. Yes, all those things we can do together. Yes, so just say yes. So your HTML is done. Remember, we say you should use HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So those three things, they are the things that we'll be using. And your index HTML for the beginners. That's what that is like is what your browser can consume, and you see it functioning properly. Yes. So you can see it's injecting the Node.js. This is the JavaScript file inside the HTML file. So, and because I say it's just one page we need, so that's why it's doing everything within space. Now, how to use? Can you see? It's telling you that you should open index.html on your browser and type the task and add. So click X to delete, and that's it. So instantly we can see within 2 to 3 minutes we have our first app, and you can open this guy. So if I just click it from here, so it's saying the file. So if I go to the file, the folder that was created, so I'll just double click. I think it's using this browser. Yes, it's fine. Let me use my Google Chrome. So let me just say just once, instantly. So I can say my to-do list. I can say read, add. I can say cook, add, then wash, and it's adding, right? So that's my to-do list within 5 minutes, and it's working. So once I'm done washing, I can cancel. This is done. Once I'm done cooking, I can say this is done. Then finally reading, this is done. Yes, and you can see everything is as expected. So the next thing we do is this guy won't just be here. It's always good to send uh your code. Don't just leave it on your system. It's good to save it in your GitHub environment. So what you will do is come to this place, create your first repository. So just say create repository. Remember the GitHub you created the other time, and name it. Uh, so my first AI app. So just put it here. So I can say to my to do list HTML application, right? And you can say it should be public, right? No license, or they can put MIT. You can say hard readme if you wanted to add any readme, but all those things are not. So just keep it public. And the reason why it's important is public is you can showcase this to your people within your network that this is a new project you've created with Claude, and just say create repository. So remember, this naming is very important. You can see this my first AI app.git, very important, right? So once you have it, because of the dash and all those things, so very important. So you can just go back to your VS Code and type git here. So come to your terminal. All right. So what we want to do now is, you can see it's currently showing PowerShell. So what I want to do, I want to change it to, and the PowerShell is not running the Git init. So I'll just select this drop down, and here I should be able to see command prompt. Yes. So I'll just select command prompt. So I want it to be a command prompt. So I'll just say Git init. So it's telling me Git is not recognized. So it means my Git has not. I have Git. Okay. Okay. So I think it's fine. So if you're facing this kind of issue, so what might need to happen is you need to restart your VS Code. Remember, we installed what's it called? We installed Git after VS Code, and we've had this VS Code page opened. So it's just to be in sync with what we've done. So let me just add something here that had a create a README file for this app. Create a readme.md file for this app. So it will just create a brief description of the application and put it as so, because that readme.md is what people will see when they are using your application. So I think those two things are fine. So what I would just do is to close and reopen my VS Code. So I think that's the issue. So I'll just come here and open my VS Code again. So I'll go to my Windows, search for VS Code, then open. Hopefully my Git init will work now, because if it's not working, then so I can say Git init. Perfect. Can see. So sometimes you need to close and reopen your application just to save yourself some stress. So that's it. And so your Git init, then the next thing is Git add. Okay, so now don't, if you just put Git add, you need to put that dot. That dot is very key. I always forget. So just say Git add space dot. It means you can see the guy has updated, as identifier files that will be updated. That's why it's showing you. So if I say Git add dot, so it's going to add all of them. You can see they're already added. Then the last but not the least is Git commit. Commit, then you specify the message of what you're committing. I can say my first AI built app. Yes, so that's your commit. Just click enter. Okay. Analytics AI. Okay. So I think he's complaining about so auto identity unknown. So it's telling me I should run this following. So I need to configure my global user first. Yes. So global user, because it needs to get my where it's going. Yes. So I can, let me just run, copy this. I love using Notepad for this. So txt. So I can just put my email. So I'll just copy this. User emails, analytics, AI at gmail.com. Then my username is just analytics AI. All right, so I'm doing this to config. So it's configuring my environment. So I was thinking, well, it's fine. Okay. So git config global user dot email samlytics AI at Gmail. Okay, so my email username. So hopefully git commit should work now. Yes, so it's telling us it's only 2 files that are going and 2 files done. And we can go back to our. All right, so we have successfully committed to the remote, the Git environment within our desktop. But the question is, we need to push what we've committed to the desktop Git to GitHub or our Git environment. So how do we do that? So the first thing we need to do is I can just say git remote git remote v. So this one will show me just to show if we have any git remote. You can see it's not showing anything. So we need to add a git remote origin. So I will just how do we get our origin? So just say git remote. I need to copy. So I'll put git remote add origin. Then I need to go to my browser and get my origin here. So this is GitHub Analytics, my first AI Git. So very important. So I think this. So with this, I don't know why. I think this copy and paste. Okay, let me just say git remote add origin. Then HTTPS. I think I've not set up my copy and paste command. So that's why it's not working. github.com as analytics slash my app.git. So why is my copy and paste command? I will look into that and solve it. And I'll just click enter. So if I check the git remote v again, yes, it should be telling me that it's saying my git now, my git environment. So it means it's working. Then I can now say git push. Then where I want it to push to is origin master. Yes, so I want it to push to the master because I'm pushing for the first time. So, but the next time the origin will be either be main or any branch I've created. So I'll just say master. And yes, so it's pushing. Why is it? Okay, I thought I've authorized before, but yes, so that's my Git connecting to my GitHub environment. Yes, and you can see it has moved to push something to the master origin. And with that, I think I'm done. If we go back here, I'll go back to our GitHub. If I refresh, hopefully something should change. Voila. Yes, and you can see everything designed on my laptop is now fully on GitHub. And that's it. So I hope with this we are good. So, and that is it. In one session, you've been able to set up complete developer environment for 2026 with AI built in. You have VS Code as your editor. You have Git and GitHub to protect and share your code. And you have your Claude Code to help you build faster than ever before. So at the speed of thought, you can see Claude Code helping you to write your code, and you have something tangible to test and showcase as a developer. And you can see within 5 minutes, you have your first app live on GitHub. So it's not a matter of I can develop again, but now you have something to showcase to your network as what you've done as a developer. Here is what I want you to remember. You didn't just install a tool today. You joined a new way of building things, and this is how things are being done in 2026. So all those applications, all those functioning app, everything that you're doing have AI in one way or the other in it. So you have just joined, and the main thing is you keep building, keep developing yourself, keep thinking of those ideas and keep bringing them to life using your environments that we have set up today. If this was helpful, hit the subscribe button, and I'm going to keep making video that meet you exactly where you are. Drop a comment below and tell me what you want me to build next, because your next video might be from your comment, and I keep thinking of new things to build. And as I'm setting up things in my AI journey, I'll be bringing it to this station, Learn with Samlytics. So thanks so much for your time, and thanks for staying tuned. All right, bye.
Lines of data breaking through the noise. AI's talking to